今集我哋會帶你深入接觸香港嘅獨居長者。早喺2015年，香港依然都係3年全球平均壽命最長嘅地區，而隨之而嚟嘅就係社區嘅努力啦。早喺2017年，香港政府就推測喺未來20年以內，全港65歲以上嘅長者會由百幾萬增加至200幾萬。而令人傷心嘅係，獨居長者嘅數目都緊追其上。根據政府統計處2016年嘅報告，獨居長者喺10年間會由9.9萬人增加至15.3萬人，佔全港長者13.1%。
其實獨居長者一直都喺我哋嘅身邊，而我哋要做嘅就係真正用心咁樣執佢哋嘅生活。我哋 Kola 今日好榮幸咁樣可以嚟到陳伯伯嘅屋企。陳伯伯今年76歲，據佢所講，雖然佢係一個仔，但係佢1年都冇探過佢一次。而佢老婆早喺20年前已經過咗身，所以一直以嚟都係自己一個人生活，過得非常之孤單。為咗真正咁樣幫到陳伯伯，我哋決定帶陳伯伯同埋佢嘅兒子去揾 counselor 去了解佢哋內心真正嘅諗法同埋可能嘅背後原因。
咁好啦，咁爸爸先啦。我係知道咧，你嘅日常生活係有啲無趣啦，有啲唔耐煩咁，好寂寞咁嘅。但係其實你唔好太介意，因為其實有好多人可以幫到你嘅。譬如嗰啲咩社區活動啦，有好多人喺嗰度可以揾到啲朋友啊，揾到啲台腳啊，食下嘢都。
都幾廿歲人啦，會唔會唔太想理我？
千祈唔好咁諗啊！其實有好多人同你一樣㗎，但係佢哋入咗嗰啲興趣班之後咧，佢哋揾到啲麻雀腳啊，即下游水啊，即係好多唔同樣嘅興趣咁。咁你自己都有多啲興趣之餘，都有啲閒腳嘅人可以陪你食下嘢啊！
都係嘅，但係我諗時代又脱節咗咁耐，啲人會唔會唔想咁理我㗎？
唔好咁諗啊！其實係好多人同你一樣，即係一開始都會咁諗啦。但係我哋呢度咧會幫你哋揾埋你哋即係揾下睇下你有咩興趣啦，咁幫你報埋名㗎。所以你唔好擔心，自己要加油啊！
試下先啦。好啦，我要去啦，廁所先。
咁仔仔咧就聽講你同你爸爸就唔係好有交流咁嘅，方唔方便講下？因為咩咧？
既然你問到，咁其實我都唔怕講，我唔覺得自己冇乜理佢。講真嗰句，我都好忙啊，大佬啊！咁好難攞咁多時間嚟陪佢噶嘛。咁我自己都未搞掂，我點得閒去理佢？我覺得自己算係咁啦，已經。咁佢都唔係好好啫。
係嘅，我都理解。咁你有你自己生活啊嘛，同埋你嘅工作都好忙。但係你要諗下喎，你爸爸其實一個人都好悶，咁又冇咩人陪佢啦，又冇咩人同佢傾偈咁。咁佢自己又冇咩好意思要你陪多啲。咁你其實翻去同佢食下飯啊，同佢傾下偈，定係打個電話同佢問下好都好啊。
其實我都知嘅，我有諗過，但係佢又冇真係出聲咁同我講咁。所以我咪都冇特登做啲咩。
咁佢一定唔會同你出聲嘅，咁佢都驚你忙啊嘛，佢都關心你嘅。咁雖然佢嘅好心，佢都驚佢會煩到你啦。咁其實作為一個仔定係作為一個女咧，你都應該要行出第一步，咁去關心下佢先啦。
好啦，睇下我試下啦。
我哋都有問過陳伯伯有冇諗過去老人院，但係陳伯伯對於呢個諗法有啲抗拒，因為佢自己同我哋講，佢根本就唔知老人院入邊係點樣嘅，所以我哋節目就決定帶佢去睇下啦。
係㗎，你做隻生人講下。
其實咧，我哋中心咧每個月都會有翻，佢都幫我哋搞翻啲生日會啦，就俾翻嗰啲生日嘅老人家咧，就做生日咁樣嘅。咁到時就同佢傾下偈啊，玩下遊戲咁樣。
呢樣嘢之後做其他活動㗎。
因為平時就即係都會有興趣班啊，跟住都會帶佢 地方玩啊，咁都會去下啲睇嗰啲歷史嘅區。
好似幾好玩咁喎，我哋有啲人去參觀下。
當然可以啦。
你去啦？
哦，我哋邊？
小心啊！
點啊？參觀完我哋老人院，你覺得有咩感受啊？覺得 O K？
其實聽咗你講咁多，我而家都冇咁抗拒住老人院啊。你咧，如果想申請入嚟住咧，有啲咩手續要搞？
我已經係幫你申請咗嘅，咁但係要等大概17個月啊，其實都要。
哇！17個月咁耐，
係啊
好搶手啊咩啲位？
係啊，但係你有時間都可以過嚟老人院消磨下時間咁樣。咁我而家幫你做啲手續先啦。
好啊好啊。
喺香港其實有好多 NGO 都係致力於幫助香港嘅獨居老人，而我哋嘅節目好榮幸咁樣邀請到譚先生，我哋可以聽下啲專業嘅意見。Morning, Mr. Tang. Thank you for accepting our interview regarding old folks issue in Hong Kong.
Morning, thanks for having me as well.
So, Mr. Tang, what are the possible reasons behind old folks being left alone at home, and what are the possible solutions to these issues?
Okay, so in my point of view, old folks being left alone at home is mainly a result of two different issues. The first one being a long queue to government-funded nursing homes, and also the second one being a bad reputations regarding a lot of privately owned nursing homes we have in Hong Kong. So first of all, I'd like to talk about why a long queue. So a lot of waiting for a government-funded nursing house is actually triggered by an imbalance in quality and services regarding the elderly homes we have in Hong Kong. The research done by the audit commissions in Hong Kong have found that for every 100 patients or residents in the elderly homes are actually serviced by a very huge gap between the available carers. For example, the government funded will usually have 41 carers per 100 residents, while the privately owned usually only has 16.3, which is actually a huge gap. And the second one is also, which is the living space, where the government-funded nursing homes usually has a larger living space, which they get to enjoy an average of 17.5 meters squared, as compared to only 7.5 meters squared offered by the privately owned home. So it creates a skewed perspective in the public mind, where the private nursing homes are actually a temporary solutions that act as a transitory solutions to move them from their home to essentially a proper nursing house. And also that staying in elderly home is ceased to be an actions where one surrendered their autonomy to the carers, as nursing houses usually have a tighter schedule and they are forced to move around from one spot to the other spot in order to maintain the management of the elderly home.
Oh yeah, I too recognize the existing issues with nursing home as well. As we can refer to the recent naked appeal scandal back in 2015, where elderly residents of the Cambridge Nursing Centre in Tai Po were left naked or half-dressed for up to 90 minutes before taking them to shower.
Yeah, that's the issues I want to mention as well. Having a standard instructing on how the nursing home should behave is different from whether they're complying or not. So, as the sees that the standards can be modified over time. However, whether the willingness to comply with such law is actually something we have to counter immediately. Regular spot checks should be conducted by the government authorities to check the quality of the carriers, whether they are up to the acceptable level.
探完陳伯伯，相信每一個觀眾對香港嘅獨居老人都有咁深入嘅了解。但係其實陳伯只係咁多 case 入邊嘅冰山一角，身邊每一個獨居老人都要自己處理生活上嘅大小事務，但係同時間佢內心都非常之渴望有人關心佢哋，特別每逢過時過節，望住出邊街上面每一個人有講有笑，同埋屋企人食飯嘅時候特別孤單。所以好多時候我哋需要做嘅只係輕輕嘅一聲問候，佢哋已經覺得暖在心頭。所以我哋做嘅嘢其實好簡單，就係多啲關心一下身邊嘅老人家。